Hey hunters, and welcome back to Hunter Call of the Wild, not the hunt for gold. We are still having to wait and let that hunting pressure die off in these areas. Last time we were here, we just went for a walk in the woods, and we came up with 2 red foxes and a mama moose. Another red fox. Another female. Oh, it was echoing. I was like, what in God's name is that noise? No, I didn't want to do another red fox hunt. Even though I love hunting red fox. I know that you guys want to see something different, but if there's one right here in front of us, might as well make the best of it. Mating call. I wonder how far away that mating call was. Wonder how far away. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. 200 meters. Okay. Look, we're going to spend 2 or 3 seconds trying to bring this red fox in, and then our happy little tush is going to go all the way up here to this place, and we're going to do one of the missions, because I told you I would turn you guys on to some of the missions in the game and let you see what it's like. Because it kinda, I mean, not really, but it kind of feels like all there is to do is free hunt, but there's no structure to it. You know, it's almost like practicing golf, like going to the driving range and always practicing, but never playing the game. You know, it's good to practice and it's fun to practice, but sometimes you want to have a structured game set up with another person. So it really kind of pushes you and it makes you want, and I guess you can make the argument that you're doing that with the animal, but my counter argument would be to make some type of trophy or season. Sorry, I have to have my phone on just in case I get a call. But my counter argument would be have a trophy or a season set up. Give me 1 second here. Okay, I'm back. You have to forgive me. Like I said, I don't have a ton of free time. So when I make these videos, I always feel guilty that I'm like hyper fixating on something, and that I'm not making sure that everything is running smoothly around the house. But I excel at multitasking. Oh yeah. Come on, highball. But I excel at multitasking, so you know. You know what? I think we might just let that mama fox go. I think we might just let that mama fox go. Remember how hard it was for us to get a gold fox? Oh my goodness, man, that took forever. What we got here? Fox. Got a fox need zone here. Yeah. What time? 15:30. Yeah. I think we heard her on her way out. I think she did a mating call as she was leaving from this need zone going to her next need zone. Probably is what happened. We could hunt for her for a little bit, but I think we're gonna go do the mission. We're gonna let this one go. There's a part of me that does not. There's a part of me that really doesn't want to do that, but we're gonna let her go. We're gonna travel back up here. I almost went duck hunting. Almost went duck hunting. Almost went down to Park Fernando. Love Park Fernando, one of my favorite places. Almost went down to Park Fernando, went duck hunting. But we're going to go do one of these missions. Let's see. Mission's right there. We'll place a waypoint. Oh, the mission is a waypoint. I'm not going to bore you with the entire walk over there. I just want to go ahead and fill you in on what the mission is. That's Jim Murray. That's the fellow that runs these parts. We've completed Welcome to Alaska. Now we're doing quarantine. Spruce bark beetles are a serious problem all across Alaska. Yukon Valley has enough to deal with, so I want you to find this new source and mark it for removal and quarantine. If the wood we found was from an infested tree, you should find it laying on its side, half chopped up. Okay. So apparently we're learning a little bit about the ecosystem here in Alaska, and there's something called spruce bark beetles. Spruce bark beetles. And really, you know, we talk about how beetles will lay waste to an entire, because we had, what is it, some kind of Japanese beetle in Georgia that killed all the pines. There are so many pine trees that they need to have some type of natural predator. Like, there needs to be something that gets at them. And like, I feel bad because, you know, some of those trees die on people's property, and then the wind blows and they crack and they break, and it's a huge mess to clean up. Not to mention if they don't, like, I'm probably gonna have to cut that out. That's the sound that I get when a video uploads, and I always try to multitask. Like I say, I don't have that much time, so I'll try to do like 2 or 3 things at once. Always try to do 2 or 3 things at once. I'll probably cut that out, or at least put in a warning or something. But anyway, let me go ahead and pause it, and I'll bring you back when we get closer to the objective here. We've run across another red fox. Love hunting red fox, man. Love, love, love it. I doubt we'll see this one though. There's so much like underbrush in the way. She did a mating call, so she's not like on to us. But I just doubt that. I mean, it would be beautiful if she came walking up right there and we saw her. That'd be pretty. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I wonder if fox can see. Like, I wonder what their spectrum is. I wonder what colors they can see. A lot of people I know, they go hunt for these things at night. Eyeball, stop messing with me. And they use the light. They shine a light, and their eyes just light up like these big red, you know, orbs out in the middle of the darkness. And you just shoot in between them and down a little, you know. I got one guy who has a full-blown thermal scope. He doesn't even need the light. A little unnerving though, just kind of shooting into the darkness, because you don't really know what's behind the target or what's in front of the target. I mean, there's nothing living, obvious. Oh, I forget that highball makes noises when he walks. Like, how am I supposed to get anything done with him running around like that? Warning call. Right there. Woo! Woo! Man, that was cool. That was cool. Did you whimper? Did you whimper? Because I'm not petting you? Is that what it is? Huh? Huh? Notice I'm not getting any like the little feedback things, like the attentive and whatever. Like, there it is. Now I'm getting attentive. There it is. Yeah, there. You need a little bit of. You just want a little bit of attention. I get it. I get it. That's weird, though. It's weird to have that animal require a lot of attention when you're hunting, because hunting also requires a lot of attention. So I wouldn't. It's weird. It's weird to be like, no, no, no. Many things now require your attention. You're not gonna go track for me? Search for blood. Go. Do your job. I might start playing Terraria, man. I've been thinking about that more and more lately. You find any blood? Yeah? Yeah? Where's that blood at? Show me. It says searching for blood. It says searching for blood. Come on. She'll find it here in a second. She's really good. She's really good. Okay. Alright, whatever. Oh, look at that. Both lungs. Beautiful. 1,200 bucks. 1,200 bucks almost. Love fox hunting. Alright, bring it back in a second. How much money do we have? $111,000. We gotta buy a gun, man. We gotta buy that $100,000 gun. Bring it back in a minute. Oh man, I'm so sorry.
Turns out that the cabin had been out of firewood, so they'd gone looking for a fallen tree to carve up. You are now in the same forest they were when they found our beetle-infested tree.
Okay, I'm so sorry about that. I was trying to bring you back beforehand, and I was like, oh, I'll bring them back when I get 100 meters close. But then I saw that pop up, so I just brought you back super quick. Sorry about that. Sorry about the whiplash. But basically, the story goes that it's just like he said, that I mean, she's got 0 hearts on her now. That these hunters came out and they complained that that they didn't have any firewood, so they went to go chop up a tree, and there was just beetles pouring out of it, they said. And the guy who runs what runs this place doesn't like that. He wants to get those beetles out of here. So that's kind of the story thus far. Let's see if we can go find this beetle infested tree. You know, now that he brings it up, for this being a hunting game, there are not that many fallen trees out here. Not that many fallen trees. A lot of them are either completely 100% standing upright, or it's just like a little bit of this stuff that's already on the ground, like these little limbs and stuff. I've never seen like a tree just completely on its side in the game. Alright, here's the point of interest. Here's a little hunting cabin.
Hey, I see you're near the forest outpost. Once you get up there, take a look in the cabin. There should be a backpack with some supplies in it. When you find it, just grab the whole pack.
Oh, maybe we're doing two different missions right now. Maybe we're doing the Beetle mission and there was something else we were supposed to do. I doubt it, but I'm not quite sure why he was so happy for us to be here. Is this a fast travel point? It is. Look at that. I thought I had collected all of them. There we go. New fast travel point. Cool. Cool. We're going to go inside here and get that backpack he was talking about. There it is, little fanny pack.
That's the one. Once you're done at the outpost, take a look in the surrounding forest. Can you find any fallen trees in that area?
We're like Dora.
The spruce bark beetles are a massive threat to Alaska's spruce forests at the moment. We haven't been hit as badly compared to some other Alaskan state parks. But I think that it may be time quarantine. Okay, so once you find a fallen tree, I want you to take a look at its bark. Does it look healthy? If so, it's probably not the tree we're looking for.
Okay. Well, oh man, what a beautiful view. See, that's how you do it. If you're a developer and you want people to appreciate your game, you give them a view like that. Oh, can you just imagine standing there in real life? Your troubles 1,000 miles away. You don't have to think about your job or relationships or family. You just get to sit right here and exist. It's so pretty. So pretty. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful, Paul, to not have music in this game. I mean, yeah, a little bit of music every now and then.
This is the one. Okay, in that pack you should have a canister of paint and a nozzle attachment. Use them to paint a big pink X on the tree. And let's take a look around to make sure the beetles haven't started to spread. If you see a spruce in the immediate vicinity of the fallen tree, mark it. And our forestry team will come out and take care of it. If it's untouched, they can just spray it with pesticides to protect it. If it's already infested, then they'll cut it down and haul it away for burning. Great job. I hope we don't need to cut these trees down, but it's the small price to pay to contain the beetle. There we go. Another tree marked. This reminds me of my summer breaks when I was a kid, helping out my dad at work. He was a tree surgeon down in Washington State. I used to resent him for making me go out there and work while my friends played back home. Eventually, those trips also included hunting lessons, and that made them my favorite parts of the summer. That should do.
As if on
I'll
cue.
get in touch with the foresters. They can investigate the area and cut down what they need to. I'll make sure that they also pick up the firewood at Loggers Point. Don't want to take any chances. Thanks for taking care of
No
this.
problem, buddy.
It's becoming a full-on phobia of mine that these beetles are going to destroy the forest here. We sprayed pesticides across the western edge of the forest as a preventative measure earlier this month. But any new chemicals in the air, soil, or water make me uneasy.
$2,625 just to do that.
The same bag that you found.
And $500. Oh, right there, right there, right there, right there, right there.
Could you bring them out to the musk? Oh, sorry.
Oh no,
I mean wetlands.
really?
Muskeg is the word we use up here in Alaska.
It was him. He was right there. He just took off and ran. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I come up and I saw that and I was like, oh, that's our boy right there. And then I zoomed in and it was leaves. So I unzoomed out and I saw him. I saw that fox get up from right there and take off running. Am I a crazy person? It wasn't our wind, or it wasn't our scent. Man, man, man. I 100% think that these brown leaves are fox. 100% that was a fox. Wow, I'm losing my mind. But I don't see any footprints. Like if I saw footprints, I'd be like, okay, yeah, he came up this way. But I don't see any footprints. Wow. Wow. Man, that stinks. I used to have a really good brain. I mean, like one of the best. Wow. I hear him. He's close. He's close. He's so close. I have no idea where he's at, though. I can hear him. Whew. Oh. Oh. He came right there. You're right there in front of me, man. I think there's two of them. I think there's two of them. Okay, nope, just the one. She came all the way right up there, right in front of me. And I just couldn't... I couldn't figure her out. Woo! You can hear it too, right? You can hear the popcorn? I hope you can. Stop laying down. Get over here and get on this trail. You lazy mutt. There you go. That was like a pretty...
Be grabbing some samples out there. So one of our research teams can test the pesticides to make sure they aren't having any effect on the ecology. This is actually my wife Sandy's idea. She runs the Yukon Valley Nature Center. So she's working closely with a visiting research team.
Okay. Well, we're trying to battle back the beetles, and we're making sure the pesticides haven't messed with the ecology. I'm also harvesting some red fox left, right, and center. Shot her in the backbone there. I hate that for you, darling. Did I not pass? No, I didn't get the vital organ check, except... That's still money in the bank, though. What are we up to now? $114,000? There was this weird thing for a while. I could not break $100,000. I don't know what it was, but I'd get to like 98, 99, and then I'd spend a bunch. Back up to 98, 99, spend a bunch. So pretty happy to finally break 100,000. There's a rifle I want to get. I think it's the 100,000.
Welcome to Yukon Valley's wetlands. The last time I brought both of my daughters here to spot birds, they told me that all the bird spotting in the world wasn't worth the smell. Turned out that a bear had left a rotting moose carcass in the summer sun. I decided to spot birds somewhere else, just in case the bear came back for seconds.
Yeah.
The pesticides we're using on the forest to prevent beetle infestation are effective, but I still have my doubts about the effects on other wildlife. The flats are one of our most biodiverse regions, so I can't risk introducing anything dangerous into the water or the food chain. Watch your footing at the water's edge. It can be easy to slip and fall in. Just fill one of the containers you have with water. Can you take some samples from the water beside the forest first? We sprayed a section of the forest western edge last month, so I want to know if anything has changed since then.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, so this thing they're talking about with the pesticides is super duper real. I cannot remember where. It wasn't anywhere close here to where I live, but I do remember reading a problem they had with flies. So, of course, they used pesticides to kill all the flies off. And then I believe it was a bird species, a caribou, a bird species, just like chickens, right? Like they found all these dead flies just laying on the ground, dead from this pesticide, and they just started eating them up, you know? They were just gorging themselves on it. Well, because they ate so many flies that had the pesticide on them, those animals too started dying. The birds did. And, you know, so forth and so on. So this pesticide business, it's a big deal. And I know it's like an invasive species. At least here in Georgia with those Japanese beetles, it was an invasive species problem where they have no natural predators. You know, like birds. I guess birds don't like the way they taste, or they're too chitinous and they don't have a lot of meat on them. So even if the bird does eat it, they're not getting any nutritional value from it. It's just one of those things. But I think we're going to call the video here. We'll go down and we'll get that sample like he wants, and then that'll be it. Hopefully by this time, hunting pressure. I mean, it looks like it's abating. It looks like it's abating, but I'm not 100% sure. If it doesn't go away by the time we're done with this, then I'll just do a couple of videos offline just to get it, you know, whittled down. But I thought you would appreciate just hanging out with me and talking and going for some red fox.
First time I was there, I misjudged how stable the edge of a pond was and ended up with one leg knee deep in the water. I was a rookie at the time, and luckily nobody saw it happen. Can you grab a second sample from a body of water slightly further away from the forest?
Yeah, he's just going to check. We'll just grab one over. Oh, yeah. So he wants it right there in the middle. That's fine. All right, and I'm going to go. Ooh, can I just fast travel to that little blind? No, the blind. You can't fast travel to a blind. You can only do it to a tent. All right. Well, it's starting to snow here. That's going to look absolutely beautiful. I love that. But like I said, we'll go ahead and do it for that video, or for this video. And then next time I see you, we'll be on the hunt for bear or caribou. And hopefully we'll put a nice little bow around the hunt for gold, and be ready for the next DLC that drops. It's going to be a new map. I don't know where at. I think it's Mexico, which would be fantastic. I would love that if they went with Mexico. I think that's a very appropriate next place to go to. Because there's a species of turkey out there, and there's a species of sheep out there that are really interesting. And then they have the little pigs, the javelinas. Like, that would be cool if they had a level 2 or 3 pig you could go after. Because the javelinas are like the size of house cats, right? A little bit bigger, like raccoons. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, raccoon and possum too. If they did Georgia, if they did a Georgia DLC, it would be raccoon, possum, white-tailed deer, bunny rabbits, turkeys, squirrels, you know, things like that. Coyotes, they'd have to have that in the map. Pigs. All right. Anyway, have a great day, folks, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.